Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Rain or Shine Sports Network. We are bringing you Pro Football Weekly, week 15 now. The weeks just still keep going, and it doesn't slow down for sure. Good games over the last week. We'll get the recap from all of those. I'm your host, Tom Satera, along with Robbie Satera, trying to give you a little bit of insight on games and have you take a look at our little competition with the prediction of games. I might have slipped one this last week, so we'll get into that. We'll go through the Rain and Shine power rankings, the Rain and Shine teams from last week, the Rain games and Shine games that we have scheduled for this week. And then we'll take a look at our standings in our little contest and then take a look at the week 15 games. So, as we take a look from last week, let's get to that point here. All right. So, last week's games, last Thursday, good one. Detroit 34-31 over Green Bay. It was Jacksonville in a thriller over Tennessee, 10-6. Thriller? Yeah, thriller. Miami over the Jets, 32-26. Minnesota doubled up on Atlanta, 42-21. It was New Orleans in a barn burner with the Giants, 14-11. Philadelphia beat Carolina 22-16. Pittsburgh 27-14 over Cleveland. Buccaneers 28, Raiders 13. Seahawks over the Cardinals 30-18. The Rams over the Buffalo Bills 44-42. San Francisco over Chicago 38-13. Kansas City over the Chargers. That was my big upset special, and the only one being upset was me. 19-17, the Chiefs win. And the Bengals take down the Dallas Cowboys 27-20 on the Monday night game. All right, well, let's take a look at our power rankings. To start with, we'll start with the Rain team rankings. This is the worst three teams in pro football, ranked from 30th to 32nd. So number 30 on my list is the powerful New York Jets. Robbie,
Yeah,
who you got in that spot?
I got the Jets as well. Nothing to really say about them. They're just not playing great.
No, and they just find a way to win, just like the Chiefs, or find a way to lose, just like the Chiefs find a way to win. Cincinnati and the Jets always find a way to lose it. So number 31 on that list. Who you got?
I got the Giants in this spot.
All right, that's the same as me. The Giants are. You could kind of combo those two and just say the New York teams. I mean, we could
That's
do
true.
that. And there's another team we could drag in easily, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
And the number 32 team in the NFL at this point, I got the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, interchangeable, but I got the Jags in this spot still.
Okay, all right. They even picked up a win last week, and you still
Yeah,
got them there, huh?
yeah, yeah,
All right. On the
yeah.
other end of the spectrum now, we're going to go to the top three teams in football. And this, for me anyway, this changed a little bit.
It did for me as well.
So who you got in that three spot?
I got Kansas City down here.
Oh, you got Kansas City at three.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have Philadelphia at three. Just broke into that top three for me. Number two spot, that's where I have Kansas City.
Yeah, I put some thought into this, like a lot actually, but I got the Eagles up here.
Okay. Yep.
They're on a win streak, and I think they're gonna bring it all the way through to playoffs. So,
All right. And
and
then
then
that number one team.
I got Detroit.
Yep, that's who I have as well. So our top three are, we have the same teams in it. Just the 2-3 teams are reverse for that. So last week's games, again, there was a couple of real yawners. My rain team, so the team that was the most disappointing, I've got the Tennessee Titans in that spot.
Yeah, I got
They're
the Falcons. So
home against the Jaguars and lose 10-6. Oh my gosh. And who do you have?
the Falcons.
The Falcons? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was another bad loss for sure. 42-21 to Minnesota. Kirk Cousins revenge game.
Yeah.
And not so much. All right, now the Shine team. Um, the team that overachieved or did better than maybe what they should have, or you expected anyway. Who you got in this one?
It's you. You
Oh,
flipped
it's me?
around the last two. Yep. The last one.
Okay. I've got the Rams taking down Buffalo 44-42.
That's exactly who I have to.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that was a surprising one. So,
Yeah,
all right,
I was
let's take a
expecting more of a Buffalo-sided game, but
Yeah.
the fact
Well,
that they kept it close and kept pouring it on is just kind of like, whoa, they mean
well that
business.
yeah, that's what the Rams are. I'm hoping that San Francisco knocks them off this week to drop them down a notch because that last game of the season we're playing the or Seahawks are playing the Rams, so they've already beat us once. So we'll see what happens. But all right, the shine game or the rain game for this coming week, the game that really is the hardest to get excited for, I guess. I've got the Jets at Jacksonville.
We both have that. Yep. It's an easy one.
Yep, pretty much so. The Shine game, there are a few games that are pretty enticing, actually. Um, are you first on
This
this
is
one?
you again. Yeah, you
Okay.
keep flipping around.
I've got Pittsburgh at Philadelphia as my game
Yep.
to see.
I've thought about it, but I had to put Buffalo Detroit here.
Yeah.
I think this could be a very, very good game. Like I said before, it could be a low scoring game, but I feel like points are going to be scored.
Right. Yeah, both offenses have been playing well for sure. A couple other ones. Well, Green Bay Seattle is one
Hmm.
that's kind of enticing. And there was one more that I was thinking. Oh, just the Rams and Niners. That's going to be a good game anyway. Two teams kind of going different directions, but all right. So as we take a look at our competition standings from our prediction contest,
Oops. Pull up
drum
there.
roll, please.
Don't rush me.
I don't have a drum roll, but I got some music.
It's not a drum roll.
All right. How about this one?
Nope,
No.
we're already
Okay.
there.
Here we go. All right, 10-3 for me this last week, 11-2 for you. We agreed on lots of different ones, and only one of them that we had agreed on didn't hit the Buffalo
It was
game.
a Buffalo, yeah.
So I had picked the Chargers to beat the Chiefs, and again they had a chance. They were there. That field goal at the end of the game hits the upright, but bounces in. I mean, come on. So, and I had picked Arizona against Seattle, and you picked one up on that. I did pick Minnesota over Atlanta. I did slip a spot, so I think I'm 4 down now, right?
Yep.
I think that's what it was. 4 down with 5 weeks left.
You got to make up. So you got to do some work here.
Yep, I do. I got to pick one up a week. Go into that last week
This
tied.
week-
So this
this
is a
week
tough
could-
week. This is
It
a
is
really
a tough one.
week. There's a lot of toss-up games here. So as we get into that now, let's take a look at the Week 15 projections. And as we go to the first game Thursday night, tomorrow night's game, it is the Los Angeles Rams at the 49ers. 49ers favored by 3, over under a 48.5 for those of you who care about that. I got the Niners winning this one. And that's kind of working with my heart, not with my head so much. Rams been playing well.
There's no way the Rams win 2 in a row, right? Especially after beating Buffalo.
They played
I
pretty
got
dang
the
well.
I got the Niners on this one.
Well,
They
I
have to
hope
play for something now.
I hope we're both right then on that one. All right, going to the Kansas City at Cleveland. Kansas City 12-1. Cleveland 3-10. Sounds like no brainer, right? Who you got?
This could be a little bit of a trap game for him though. My head's kind of like I think Cleveland has a big game just offensively, but I can't say anything. I can't go against Kansas City right now.
And I'm looking at the other side. I'm like, you know what? Somebody, Kansas City is just going to pummel somebody at some point. They're not going to be. It's not going to be a one score game every single week. They're going to beat somebody, and then people are going to say, "Oh, Kansas City is still pretty good." So I got Kansas City here, and I think that might happen.
Don't think it's
Huh?
gonna be Cleveland though. Their defense is not bad.
Yeah, Winston will
I
give up
I
two picks.
originally thought it was gonna be a Carolina stomp, but
All right,
whatever.
moving on to the next one. We got the Bengals at Tennessee. Wow, this one is a big matchup.
Can we just skip
Actually,
this
it's
one?
not a
We
bad
know who's
matchup.
gonna win.
It's not a matchup for me because I've got Joe Burrow and Will Levis playing in my fantasy league starting in the playoffs.
I'm sorry.
I got Cincinnati.
Yeah, I really wanted to go Tennessee here because Bengals have been playing okay, but I'm gonna go with the Bengals
I
as
did
well.
see that Joe Burrow is now questionable, though, and that does scare me a little bit because
Eh.
if he's out, Tennessee's going to win the game. Just saying. All right, moving on to the next one. Washington at New Orleans.
I'm Washington. Just going right to it.
Yep, Commanders as well.
Yeah, it's meh. Until we see more of the Saints like actually being consistent, obviously without Derek Carr. But
Right. All right, we have the Baltimore Ravens at the Giants. This the week the Giants punch through? Nope, not going to happen. I got the Ravens here. I think they're going to come in and they're favored by 16, and I think they're going to cover that spread. I really do.
yeah, I don't see the Giants taking it to the Ravens. So
All right, Dallas at Carolina. Dallas 5-8, Carolina 3-10, but they have been playing pretty well lately.
both teams.
Yeah.
Carolina, I have a feeling if they play like they have the last few weeks and actually giving these decent teams a run for their money, I think Carolina wins this one.
All right. Okay. Well, I hope to see that for the sake of just seeing the Cowboys lose, but I've got the Cowboys winning this one.
Why are you picking the Cowboys? You said you hate them.
It doesn't mean you got to pick with your head, not with your heart.
You could pick with both.
Sometimes it matches up, but not this time. All right, next one. The New York Jets at Jacksonville. Okay.
Care.
Here's this. Yeah. Well, okay.
Can I put my
me?
thing in
That's
the middle that just says we doesn't matter?
So, Jets are favored by 3.5. I'm going to tell you right now, and you can bet money on this.
Don't. Do the opposite of what he says.
Hey, Jets are favored by 3.5, and you know what?
That doesn't mean
They're going to
anything.
win. They're going to win by 10.
Okay, so that means that go the other way.
Nope, they're going to win by
Jacksonville
10.
win.
They're going to win by 10. Both 3-10 on the year. Yep, Jets by 10.
I got Jacksonville losing this one.
Oh. I thought I was going to gain one on you there. All right.
They need to win some games, and I have a feeling they're going to win maybe the rest of them, but that's about it.
All right. Next one. Houston, we have a problem. It's Miami at Houston. You have a problem with Houston?
No. I like both of these teams, but I have a feeling explosive game out of Miami.
Ooh, I don't have a problem with Houston. Houston doesn't have a problem this week. Houston's going to win this one. Favored by
sure?
3. I think they're going to cover and take the win. All right, Indianapolis at the Denver
This is
Broncos.
a game I've seen. It feels like I've seen 4 times this year already. I don't know
Isn't it
why, but
funny
it
how
feels.
sometimes you see that? I
There's
mean, to
another
me, it's
game. It's between. It's later. It feels like I've seen it already a couple times this year.
that was always the Jacksonville Tennessee matchup. To
For
me,
me, it
that
was
one's like
Chicago. It's Chicago and
seriously.
Minnesota. That's the game that I'm like. It feels like I've seen this game 3 times this year already. But
All right, I'm going to take the Broncos on this one.
yeah,
Maybe some snow in Denver. Who knows?
I got Denver too. They're playing really good, even off the bye. But see if they can carry it over.
All right, the next one. Maybe a Super Bowl preview. You never know. The Buffalo
This
Bills
is the game that
at
America wants in the Super Bowl. Is
Detroit.
so
Buffalo at Detroit. What's our line here? Detroit favored by 2.5. Buffalo 10-3. Detroit 12-1. Buffalo dropped out of our top three in both rankings.
I like both these teams again. So it's not.
So you
It's
got to pick one.
yeah. I gotta roll with them. I've been with
Oh,
them
and
all
I've got
year.
Detroit. I think that's 3 different already that we've had.
Mm-hmm.
On to the match in Pennsylvania. The Pittsburgh Steelers at the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, so here's the deal. Going into this week, now Philadelphia's come up with all this freaking drama within their team.
It's not really drama
Hurts and
anymore.
AJ
It's
Brown
not
and
drama anymore. They've already talked about it.
Graham on the defensive side is the one that says it. They don't get along. And it's this and it's that. I really thought that Pittsburgh was going to really take a step back in this game. I thought Philadelphia would really, really, really beat them bad. I don't know now. I don't know if any of this drama is going to affect anything. But I got Philadelphia winning. Philadelphia's had a way. Last year, if you remember, they played so well the first 11, 12 weeks and then just took a nosedive. And I'm hoping that's not the case with Philadelphia this year. I wouldn't mind seeing Russ win again. Again,
I don't
I'm a
want to
Russ
see Russ
fan,
win.
but
I'm not.
Philadelphia. Who you got?
Uh, the drama ain't gonna do anything. AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts have been talking. They cleared the air. They're fine.
Cool.
So, what that means is that there's going to be a little bit more AJ Brown going forward, I would assume.
Right.
But
Let's hope that it doesn't take away from Saquon.
They won't. He's an MVP candidate. They're not going to just stop giving the ball to Saquon. If they do, they should fire everyone on that coaching staff and hire me or something. I don't know. Either way,
yeah.
Philly wins this one.
Yeah. All right. How about the Patriots at the Cardinals? Cardinals still sneaky.
This could be a yawner as well, to be honest. This could be. Very
New
well
England
could
3-10, Arizona 6-7. Arizona favored by 6. Who you got?
I got Arizona.
I got the Cardinals as well.
Yeah, Patriots are not what they used to be for sure. So not.
Nope. I think they're moving in the right direction. I think Drake May's doing a good job, and they'll be all right. But all right, move on to the next one. Tampa Bay at the L.A. Chargers. I'm going with the Chargers.
I want to go with Tampa Bay,
Go.
but I cannot.
Oh, you want to play defense?
No, I just
So
think
if I
that the
pick the
Chargers
team-
have a better team all around
All right.
that are more
all right.
consistent, especially as of late. That's it.
All right, prime time Sunday night. What color? What the color rush jerseys are they wearing? They're
Action
wearing the
green.
all green. Yep, action green, all green Sunday night. And up until like 2 times ago when they played, they were like undefeated in that. But I think they lost the last 2 times they've worn them, so can't Can't say that anymore. DK Metcalf, that's his favorite uniforms, though.
That's my favorite too. I need to get one of his
And
jerseys. That's a Christmas idea for you guys. Action green jersey. Yeah,
all
but
right,
they're probably pretty expensive.
you or I on this one. This one's you.
Yeah. Um. As much as I want to back Seattle here, I think Green Bay's offense is more potent, more explosive, just better all around.
All
But
right,
that's
so
just me.
Seattle is starting to get a lot of love among the sports talk world now. I hear them constantly now being one of the better teams.
Welcome to the Seattle
So,
fan base. Prepared to be let down.
well, I'm just saying there were days when playing at prime time meant something to the Seattle fans, to the team. Defense is getting better. You can't deny that. They're playing a lot better than they were halfway into the season. I'm going to take Seattle in this one. I got the Hawks. All right, two Monday night games for your viewing pleasure. I think they added a second one because just one of
This
them is
game I've
not
seen 4 times this year. I don't.
one of one of them is not good enough. So this way, at least you can turn back and forth. One's on ABC and the other one's on ESPN, so that's able to do that. We got the Chicago Bears up against the Minnesota Vikings. Bears 4-9, Vikings 11-2. Looks like a no-brainer, right? I got Minnesota anyway. How about you?
I really think this is going to be a Bears win, to be honest.
Okay.
But
But,
Minnesota's defense is just still too good.
but,
Minnesota's defense is just too
but,
good. It's just too good.
I knew there was a but coming.
I
I
want to
knew.
see Caleb Williams win this
See,
game,
you
but I have
always
a
cover your.
feeling Minnesota is going to.
You always cover yourself. Remember, I said that I thought no, but you
But
didn't
is it
pick 'em.
true? It's true because I said it. Like when I said, "Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if Carolina makes this, or like if Carolina gives Kansas City a run for their money." A field goal. Denver, same thing. A field goal.
Yep. All right, and the last Monday night game of the week starts a half hour later, so I think they knew that they needed to have something else on first. This one, the Atlanta Falcons at the Las Vegas Raiders. What do you think on this one?
After last week, I really wanted to go the Raiders. To be honest, I just had a feeling the Raiders, but I can't. I gotta stay with Atlanta.
Okay,
Too
so
much too much talent.
here's what's going to happen, all right? Raiders are going to be ahead at halftime. And they're finally going to say, you know what, Michael, take the ball. See what happens. And Atlanta will come back to beat them in the end with Michael Penix at the quarterback position. And Kirk Cousins will have some time to count his damn money because he's got millions and millions and millions to count. Give me Atlanta.
I don't think it's gonna be halftime before they make that switch.
Think it'll be before that?
Yeah.
All right. One last feature that we do have here is we have the can't miss parlay. And
But
how did we do?
sometimes we can miss. We did not hit last week.
Oh, I did.
I was off by like 6 points, I think.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, this one, I've got this one. I've got this one. My parlay pick this time to go 2 in a row on my picks. I got the Chiefs giving up 4 points, all right? This is not going to be that. It's going to be a 10-point game. Oh, that was a Jet game. This one, too. What the hell? What else? What do you got?
What do you think I got?
Somebody over for sure.
But just take a guess.
It's not Buffalo, Detroit. You're not saying they're going to score over 54. Oh, I got 54.5. We'll go with your 53. Wow. No defense at all, huh?
Oh, there's going to be some defense, but not a lot.
All right.
It'll be the
Okay.
defense in crucial moments when it's already over that.
All right. Well, there you have it. Now you have our parlay pick. Use it if you'd like. Don't blame us if you do.
Go the opposite of what he says.
But thank us if we win. How about that? All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to the fantasy football leaders from the week. In both of our leagues, anyway, we are leading into the playoffs this week. And both of us made the playoffs in the two leagues that we are in together. Robbie has a first round bye in one. We have 6 teams competing in that one and 4 in the other. And we both have made it. So let's take a look at the leaders. And you're going to tell me that who was the quarterback with 53.5
You think
points?
it was 53?
I think it's
That's
50,
cute. Josh Allen.
57.88.
57.88.
Holy crap.
First quarterback ever to have 3 touchdown passes and 3 rushing touchdowns in one game. And I'm glad he's on my team.
That's not a bad week.
I would love this every week. But yeah, he had a really big game.
I
You
see
can
that.
see the stats there.
I
We're just
think
gonna
my
move
guy's
on
up
'cause-
here too, I believe.
No, he's not.
He didn't make it. Wow.
He's-
Okay. There's some
Sam
better
Darnold's the next one up. 22 completions, 347,
5
5 touchdowns,
touchdowns.
4 rushes, 7
Holy
yards.
cow.
Big game from him. I was joking, by the way. Here you go.
Oh, there's Joe. I knew he had over 350, but
Yep. All the
3
quarterbacks in the
touchdowns.
top 3 had over 350.
nice.
Yeah,
All right.
big games all over for quarterbacks and receivers too. But
All right. How
Zach
about the running
Charbonnet.
backs? Oh.
didn't change the color of his name, but whatever. 22 carries, 134 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 7 catches for 59 yards, 38.3. Move on to Isaac Rendo. 15 carries, 78 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns as well, 2 catches for 50 yards, 24.9. Rashad White, 17 carries. I was forced to put him in my lineup, so it paid off. 17 carries, 90 yards, and a rushing touchdown, 2 catches for 19 yards, and another score through the air, 24.9. Now we go to receivers. Who do you think?
Jamar Chase.
Oh, really? Why? 14 catches, 177 yards, 2 touchdowns. He added a rush for 14 yards as well. His total for the week was 45.1. I'm tired of seeing him up here.
Yep.
Feels like it's every week he's up there, but
He is.
pretty close. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 weeks where he wasn't.
Right.
But Puka Nacua, 12
Puka.
catches, 162 yards, and a touchdown, 41.8 for him. Jordan Addison didn't change the color of his name either. 8 catches, 133 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Someone's going to catch the 5 touchdowns that Sam Darnold threw. 39.3 for him. Now on to the tight ends. George Kittle, 6 catches, 151 yards. I just keep forgetting to change the color of people's names. 27.1. David Njoku, I didn't cough. I didn't choke on my spit like I did last week on this guy. 7 catches, 42 yards, and a touchdown. 21.2 for him. And to cap it off, Trey McBride, 7 catches, 70 yards, 19.5. Here's a look at the stats so far for the leaders at each position as of this past week.
Lamar, Saquon, Jamar, and Brock Bowers. Probably going to stay that way the rest of the year, I would imagine. Everybody seems to keep doing their part. So
Yeah, the closest one I think is Brock Bowers and Kittle having a back-to-back and forth, but
all right. All right, well, there you have it, a kind of a little preview into Week 15. We recapped Week 14. I dropped another notch down behind Mr. Robbie. I think we have 4 or 5 different games this week, so maybe I got a chance to catch up a little bit if my teams end up pulling it out.
we'll see.
All right. Any parting last words? Any words of advice?
Nope.
All right.
You can have the last 2 words. and I know
Oh,
what they
I
are.
will in the end.
Yep.
I will in the end.
Oh, never
Uh,
mind. I got some. Go Pack, go.
Ooh, ouch. Wow.
I was trying to think of their chant,
Man.
and that was what it was. So
I'm
I'm
going
like,
to have to
okay,
get you a cheese head for Christmas or something.
it'll just be in the garbage.
All right. On behalf of Robbie Satera and myself, Tom Satera, we are signing off. Wishing you all a fantastic week. Enjoy the football games. Hey, Bill Belichick, head coach, University of North Carolina. He's going to do a good job. Ended up being a 5-year, $30 million contract. So $6 million a year. Can Bill do it in college? Hell yeah. Huskies are going to lose their defensive coordinator and Steve Belichick, but that's all right. I'm sure he's going to go with dad to North Carolina. All righty. On behalf of us and the Rain or Shine Sports Network, we are signing off. Week 15 on the way tomorrow night. Go Hawks!